What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me today on another episode on this channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification so you'll know when I put out future videos. Also, check out the link in the description for the merch store. We have t-shirts, we have cups. Get a t-shirt today. In today's episode, we're talking Star Wars. More specifically, the 20th anniversary of Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. That is today. It really seemed like yesterday that movie came out in 1999. I gotta tell you, 20 years has flown by. I had more hair on my head back then. But let's reflect on that movie. That was the first movie in Star Wars in 16 years. It was the beginning of the saga that would tell the downfall of Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. We always wondered, how did it happen? This was the beginning. And I remember seeing this movie in the movie theater. It was visually stunning for the time. I mean, I know a lot of the CGI that was used doesn't hold up as well now, but back in 1999, I thought it looked amazing. And I still enjoy watching this movie. I know this is one of the most, I would say, not favorite Star Wars movies by George Lucas. And it got a lot of criticism as the years went along. But now I think since the sequel trilogy has come out, Star Wars fans are having more of an appreciation for what George Lucas was trying to do. This movie really did kind of hurt George Lucas by the backlash he received for this film. But George Lucas, he took it like a man. People didn't really like Jar Jar, and he bat Jar Jar away in the next two movies. George Lucas is so anti-Rian Johnson. What people didn't like about The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson made excuses for it. He called you racist and sexist. George Lucas, he created all of this. I don't have a problem with anything that he did. It is his story. His story. He invented Star Wars. But a real good thing about this movie, he created one of the most awesome villains of all time in this movie. Darth Maul. Darth Maul, he looked cool. He had really great martial arts, and he had a double-bladed lightsaber. That was something we had never seen before in a Star Wars movie, and we haven't really seen it since then either. Ray Park played Darth Maul perfectly. I remember I dressed up as Darth Maul for Halloween in 1999, and I actually really did look like him. I mean, I had the makeup, the everything, double-bladed lightsaber. It was a lot of fun. Palpatine, everybody knows that he's my favorite Star Wars character. We actually get to see him as a quote-unquote good guy in this movie, even though he was just playing around, making everybody think he was a good guy. But I really enjoyed this movie. I saw this movie 6 times at the movie theater. I still really enjoy this movie. I don't care if you say, oh, you like a bad movie. So what? I think it's a good movie. You may not think it's a good movie, but I enjoy the Star Wars prequels a lot. You guys, you can go ahead and enjoy the sequel trilogy, which really has no story whatsoever. It's full of bad stories. At least Star Wars The Phantom Menace and the prequels itself had a good story in place. So guys, did you enjoy Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? Can you believe that it has been 20 years today that this movie came out? John Williams gave us an epic score with Duel of the Fates. Every time I hear it, it's like, wow, this is so amazing from one of the greatest composers of all time. So him and George Lucas, they were a tandem right there, a tag team. So, but 20 years, that's a long time. It seems like yesterday. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.